Hey Saints fans! Thanks for joining us on this week's OCSN.
There's a bit of a dry streak here on the OCS sports calendar.
But we aren't going to let that stop us.
While in the off-season, the basketball coaches have been focusing on preparation for this year's goal.
Grammy tells us how.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today, we're going to be talking about the basketball coach, the life in and out of the classroom, from the classroom to the court.
Now let's throw it down with a slam dunk and head on over to the basketball court. Here is where the bonding with players and coaches really comes into effect, starting off with Coach Huffman.
Some days are easier than others, but I just have to stay organized and scheduled. I work on my break, I work at lunch, and I work after school. And like Mr. Kofeld said, try to look at the sunset whenever I leave the school. Don't use that.
Miss Huffman is definitely hopeful for a great season for her Lady Saints basketball team, as she is confident in their will and strength to do very well in this upcoming season.
It's a lot, and so basketball starts at 3 o'clock, so I'm able to get to practice, but I spend a lot of time in the evenings or early mornings making sure I'm taking care of my main job, which is dealing with facilities or transportation or whatever that might be, and still emphasizing getting stuff ready for basketball because there are 25 guys there making sure that we're on top of things as coaches. So it can be a lot, especially during season, but it's a lot of fun, so I really enjoy it.
Outside of basketball, Coach Davis also has another job here at OCS, which consists of transportation. As you see behind me, he is in charge of all the buses and transferring athletes to and from home and away games.
With the help of Coach Davis, he has now allowed easy transportation for OCS students and away students from other schools.
Well, today we got to look inside of a coach's life in and out of the classroom and how basketball translates to the classroom. Grammy, reporting for OCSN.
Thanks, Grammy. We're looking forward to how the season plays out.
While we're looking at those in front of the camera, let's take some time to look at the one behind it.
Jake gives us the behind-the-scenes action of what Eric Gomez does for OCS Athletics.
Gentlemen, I am standing in front of the man, the myth, the legend's office, Eric Gomez. He does so much to help our sports media team. Welcome to a day in the life of Eric Gomez. Eric Gomez, our sports media photographer, says his day here working at OCS is different every day.
Day in the life look for you?
Day in the life for me is very different every day. I'll be 100% honest. One day I could come in and just be editing photos and just editing videos. One day we could be hosting a regional, tournament.
Eric's schedule can be very different each day, which is what makes his job unique.
I can be in the gym all day, setting stuff up, getting stuff prepared for that. I mean, I could be at Sam's picking up stuff for the concession stand. I can be out picking up signs for our Booster Club sponsors. Every day is really different, and that's why a lot of the time when people come by to try to see me, ask for questions, I'm probably not in my office, just because I do a lot of stuff outside of the office.
Eric does his best to help wherever he can, rather in the sports media room to the concession stand.
Every day is a little different, which makes my job really entertaining. Makes my job a lot of fun because not every day is the same, and it kind of keeps my mind from getting in a bad space where I'm kind of just doing the same thing every day. So I know that's a really vague answer, but every day is a little different, and I love it.
Eric does his best everywhere he can and makes such a huge impact on all of us. Well, that's a wrap. Our friend Eric Gomez does so much to help us. I'm Jake Loss, reporting for Saints Weekly.
Thanks, Jake. Eric really does put in a lot of work.
That's for sure. You know who else does? A member of our very own OCSN crew.
Who's that?
Miley Myers. And here's what she plans to do after high school.
College visits are important for many different reasons. Going on college visits allows you to get a bigger picture of your future, whether that is sports or academics. When going on a visit for sports, you are likely to see what the average day in the life of a college athlete is like. This shows what the next few years are going to look like as an athlete. While visiting for sports, you are likely to see the training room, recovery facilities, court and/or field, locker room, and get the opportunity to meet the team and experience the culture.
I just got done taking pictures in the team's jerseys. That's probably one of the most fun parts about doing visits. And now we're going to go explore campus before we go watch the team play.
When going on a visit for academic reasons, it is important to see if the school has what you want to major in before scheduling a visit. If the school offers your major, it is a good idea to schedule a tour of the buildings and classrooms. Signing up for a tour is not just for academics, but also athletics. It is important to learn about the college lifestyle, classes you are planning to take, and the majors that the school offers.
About to head into the game. After the match, I have a meeting with the coach. I'm excited and nervous.
While on my visit, the team went undefeated in conference play, winning their conference tournament. They ended the regular season going 23-3, and now are ranked 5th in the nation for Division II. When concluding the visit for sports, there is a high likelihood that you will have a meeting with the coach, so it is important to have a set of questions ready.
I just got done from the coaches meeting. It went really well. They offered me a spot in the team, but now I have a really big decision to make because I have multiple good offers on the table.
Thanks for the insight into what collegiate volleyball is all about.
Well, for Miley, it may be time to look into colleges. But for everyone else, it's that time of year where a sport on ice takes off.
Let's skate on over to Anna to hear more.
Did you know you can still stay active even during winter break? Burn off some of that extra energy over at Edmond Outdoor Ice Rink.
The Edmond Outdoor Ice Rink is a great place to go with all your family and friends.
I like working at the rink because it's super fun and chill, and I love it, and it's perfect during the holiday season. And I worked here for 2 years, and I'm now working at another one, and I think it's really fun.
It was very nice. The atmosphere was very nice. It's just overall a very nice experience. I'd go again, 10 out of 10.
A lot of work goes into building all the rinks, so be sure to come and check it all out.
Well, I've been doing this pretty much my whole life. My family skated, I skated. We built this rink, and we built like 12 others, so I think everyone should come skate.
The Edmond Outdoor Ice Rink strives to keep its atmosphere friendly and welcoming for all to come skate.
If you're looking for something fun to do this holiday season, come on over to Edmond Outdoor Ice Rink. We'd love to have you, but always remember, skate at your own risk. I'm Anna Guzzo reporting for OCSN.
Thanks, Anna.
Looks like skating would take a lot of practice.
Just like cheer.
Let's see what Xander the bystander has to say.
Xander who likes to learn. He has calories to burn. He's Xander the bystander.
I'm Xander the bystander, and this week I'm going to be learning about cheerleading. So how do you set up the choreography for cheerleading?
So typically choreography is pretty tough, and you've got to have someone that really knows what they're doing to be able to choreograph a whole cheer team. So we do a few different things. Obviously our coaching staff is great and well equipped to choreograph a routine, but one really cool thing about OCS is we have got some really talented team members that know a lot about choreography, and they actually can choreograph routines for their team. So for example, at the last home football game, that was senior night, 2 of our senior cheerleaders, Kenzie and Mary, choreographed their senior dance that they did at halftime.
How do you line up the dances that you do with the bands?
Yeah, so the band dances are awesome. It's so great to have the band there at all the games. So that requires quite a bit of coordination between your cheer coaches and the band director. So typically what we do at the beginning of the year is the coaches will get in touch with the band director and find out, hey, what are you guys planning on playing this year?
What do you think about cheerleading?
I think it's a really cool sport. I'm a big fan of Nina Lombardo and her work, and the rest of the seniors, they did great this year. They got robbed at state, but I think the team will be back and better than ever next year.
I'm here with Kaylee Cates, and she's going to be teaching me all the moves of cheerleading. So what are like the different categories of moves that we're talking about?
So you have 3 main categories. Those are jumps, tumbling, and stunts. And so that's kind of what they do in cheerleading. If they do those, I mean, they'll dance a little bit. That's mainly it. So there's a few different jumps in cheerleading, but I'll show you how to do the toe touch. The main thing is you just want to make sure you're here and you touch your toes like this. There you go.
My turn. Well, we're about to work on stunting, and I have my stunt man Jackson right here.
So Jackson, put your arms like this, kind of, yeah, like that, and then lower down so they make you guys fighting it. Yeah, like that. And then all of your sides will fall over. And then you'll kick up, and you'll put all your weight on this leg, and like this leg up, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
Woohoo! Okay.
Okay, so for tumbling, they mainly do backflips and back handsprings and things like that. But we'll work on a cartwheel because you're not ready for those yet. In general, for cheerleading, they normally have to have a backflip, but we'll start with cartwheels. So this is how you do one.
So this is a cartwheel. Ah!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Okay, so what you want to do is try to flick your hips over your body more and just make sure you're kind of like in a line and give more power.
Okay. Ah! Wow, look at that. I guess OCS got itself a pretty stacked cheerleading team. Reporting for OCSN, I'm Xander, the bystander.
Now coming up for OCS Athletics.
It looks like we have a bit of a gap here on the calendar, except for one thing.
Make sure you're hungry because this week we have the pre-turkey wrestling tournament on Wednesday the 27th.
Well, that wraps up OCSN for this week.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell all your friends.
We look forward to seeing you all next week. Until then,
work hard, be humble, and give God the glory.